Bouncing off the VWAP. Bouncy, 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 bounce. Bouncing off the VWAP. Hey, bouncing off the VWAP. Bouncing off the VWAP. Again, all right, welcome everybody. How are we all doing today? Quiet so far in the chat, so say hello if you are here. Let me get some hype, and hit the like button and all of those kind of things. Welcome. Who do we have in here? So Thomas, P, and David. They're the only comments I can see so far. Thomas, let's go. I had a really nice trading day today. I'm still in BTC short from 20,144. Really good. That is a great entry. I beat your entry by $2.50. But yeah, that's a really good entry. So I think the short that I caught, I posted on Twitter. I think it was 20,146.5. Was it? Yes. Yeah. But yeah, really nice entry. Well done. Happy days. Okay, so who else do we have in here? Maz, G, Tiger, George, me and ADHD, Trap Long, Heisenberg, Jeff, LM, Uku, Lotmo, Crypto, Coiny. All right, that'll be enough hellos to everyone. So yeah, whoa. Yeah, cool. Let's go over. So I wanted to go over today. Like, it's been a really good day of trading. Actually, it's been super chill, to be honest. It's been like really chill day of trading. Kind of nice. I took the short here. I literally caught this on my phone. And I had a couple of limit orders within this point, and luckily enough, like I literally, like, the limit order that it hit was like perfectly almost right at the top there. I had a couple more that were going up towards the 20,200 region, but yeah, as a short position from this high, this was really nice. So let's go over onto this. What was the reason that we were looking at for the shorts over there? Okay, very simple. You've got the MPOC from the day where we had the pumpiness back earlier in, well, the week, right? So we had the move up that immediately bartered back down earlier in the week. This was the MPOC that was left behind, 20,175. We obviously didn't quite tap into that, but you know, it's a POC, it's an area that you look to trade, and that was why for myself, like 20,100 up towards 20,220-ish was the level in which that I was looking to take those short positions from. So yeah, I was able to get into that. I'm very happy with the short position that I was able to get from there. And also, if we do just go back and we zoom out on the range, so if we just zoom out a little bit, it just takes us back into that monthly open again. Okay, so you have the monthly open, you have the monthly open again. And it's interestingly enough, actually, because obviously today we had the CME futures close, okay? And it's just crazy, isn't it? That look at where price was. So CME futures closed at 4 p.m. exactly. Okay, so 4 p.m. exactly is that candle there. So the monthly close on CME futures was exactly the monthly open, which is really interesting. So just, I don't know if there's any significance in that, if this was kind of a forced move up. We had some quite high volume on CME as we were coming up into that earlier on today. So if I do go onto the CME chart, we did have some quite high volume as that move was happening. But yeah, I don't know. Is it significant? Maybe. What we also had during the move up was open interest was going pretty nuts like the whole time. So it was very much coordinated. Whether it was coordinated, manipulated, whatever, I don't know. But it was very much like, look at the open interest that was here on, well, especially on Bybit, right? This is on the USDT pair on Bybit. There was a lot of open interest that was coming in at that point. And also, I believe if we go over onto FTX, there it is. Okay, a huge rise in open interest as we get that move up. So it was a very coordinated effort across exchanges in order to get that move up from earlier on. So yeah, first of all, nice short position, really nice short position off of that. So it's pretty, yeah, like it's played out as good as you could have hoped for a Friday of trading, to be able to catch that short, to be able to come back in like as a take profit level, daily open and VWAP together. So nice. And then again, that giving you a scalp long opportunity off of daily open and VWAP, because you had that like really good repelling away of price action from the VWAP itself. Then you get a good like 1.5% bounce. Again, you come back into it, you get a good 1% bounce, you come back into it, and now we're looking at again and like a 0.5% bounce off of this. So that VWAP, 0.7% bounce. So you've given, not only have you had like the short from here, but 3 opportunities to go long off of VWAP alone, or at least to take profit if you hadn't taken profit already. Earlier on today as well, we managed to catch the long position that was here, previous day value area low and the session MPOC. Okay, so we had that long position from earlier. We were waiting for this. This was on the trading update that I give every morning to the crew. So we had the long here, and if we go over onto the session template, then there was the long that I took. There's the green box. That green box hasn't moved. That was your session MPOC. And we were looking at that support down there as well. So again, just to kind of show you guys exactly what it is that we've been looking at, I will just jump over onto the Discord here. And you can see, if I open up little Discord, there it is. Okay, so this was the plan for this morning. Alright, so given to the crew earlier, VWAP is currently supporting price. If daily open is reclaimed, then I expect to move up to take out the highs at 19,800. If VWAP is lost, it was lost. I'll show you that, and you can see how VWAP is riding price down. Then I am looking down to support 19,200 to 19,300. Overall for the day, negative funding presents a bullish case, and I'm still long from yesterday and aiming for the NPOC at 20,175. Okay, however, we also have the 80% setup. So both trades, okay, 2 trades that were given on that update. So that was the area that we were looking at as the move down. Okay, and then of course you come into that perfectly, get the bounce off of there. Very nice. I actually closed out of that trade when we came back into VWAP earlier on, but then at 4:10 p.m. that's when I had short, so I had my limit orders in around there and was able to get out of that with a very healthy profit on the short position there so far. So yeah, a really good day. So I don't really know what else we can go over in terms of the Bitcoin chart. That kind of covers everything, right? It's been nice. Has everyone else's day been good? Like, it'd be nice to know in the comments, how have people's day been, or how was everyone's day with the trading? Did we all have a profitable day? Did we all have a good day? Did we all have a productive day? I hope so. Liquid, let's get a pump for the monthly close. Yeah, maybe. Like, it would be nice if we can open, like, we're literally there, aren't we? Maybe we just get that move back up to the monthly open again. We've got some good divergences building, I think, locally. So because of the move down, I think we've started to pull in some short positions. Nah, not really. It still looks okay, though. Like, I mean, this is kind of okay. You're above that POC. So if we can get a move back up to monthly open again, back up to around 20k for the close, I think that would be pretty much acceptable at this stage. So if you haven't taken profit on the short, it's probably a relatively decent idea to do that now, especially with this VWAP holding. We've had a few pushes into that now, so maybe floating back up again to that 20k level would be reasonable. Luke, what setting to get the candle overlay in the new sessions chart? I don't know. This is just how I do it. So I this one, right? Well, this is just how it should load. So yeah, I've got a TPO that's in the background, so it's just normal candles there, and then I've thrown a TPO on. Yeah, not quite sure. Slippage, close yesterday's long, flip short, and take profit VWAP. Nice. yeah, crew had a very good week. Crew had a very good week. I think we all had a very productive week with the crew this week. Today we're also going to be doing the giveaway. So we're going to be doing a $250 giveaway that we're doing on PRIME XBT. So I'll do that in a minute. I'm not going to waste too much of everyone's time today. I'm kind of tired. We had a late night. Well, we didn't have a late night, but we had a pretty heavy night last night on Zoom over in the Discord, which was good fun. It was great fun talking to everyone. But I'm feeling tired today because I cracked open a bottle of rum and it just kept on going. So yeah, feeling the effects of that slightly today. But still profitable anyway. So I apologize if my brain is not quite there. I will not keep you guys up for too long here on a Friday night. I'm sure people have got much better things to do than to listen to me talking, but we will. Yeah, we will do the $250 giveaway. So basically, for this giveaway, we'll get P on the stream in like 5 minutes or something. We'll bring P on. We've got to spin the wheel, and it's basically everyone's UID. So what you'll need to do is, this is for anyone who's trading on PRIME XBT. So anyone who has deposited and traded on PRIME XBT, we have a voucher that I think so you'll be given you $250. Okay, so we've got a $250 voucher for PRIME XBT, and we're going to give that away on the stream for anyone who has signed up using the links and who has deposited and traded on that account. So we've got all of the UIDs ready to go, and we'll do the spin the wheel thing to do a draw. We'll probably do one of those every month. So yeah, one a month of these 250 vouchers, potentially a couple a month, I don't know. But that's that. If anyone else would like to take part in these draws in the future, then this is the one I wanted. Then go over onto the announcement section on the Discord, and you can sign up using our referral link here. Okay, so this is basically, anyone who's signed up using the referral link and has traded on the exchange, we have $1,000 to give away, and we're going to do that in $250 lots. So that's all you need to do. Just trade on the exchange using that link, and you'll be entered into the draw automatically. Cool. Sweeping Hawk, hype for giveaways, yes. Would you enter a new long on the 19600 area if you aren't in any positions? Would like to know your opinion. And also I see Quinny, would you consider another short if we get to 20k? To be honest, it's a Friday. I'm not going to trade over the weekend anyway, so no. I am still holding the position, so although I've taken profit on both, I am still long from down here yesterday. Okay, so that was the long that we were able to get into yesterday that we caught on the stream. So I'm still holding that trade. I have taken profit on that trade because that's hit target, but that was like basically the swing trade. I closed out of this trade here, and I am holding short from the highs. So I have I'm positioned really, really well going into the weekend. I'm long from here, I'm short from here. I'm in a nice schlong position right now. So yeah, I do not feel a need to take a trade. If we were to come back up to 20 for monthly open, thing is, you're going into a weekend, and generally speaking, I would expect probably price to float up a little bit more on a Saturday. So yeah, maybe looking at like, if we can still be hovering around 20k, maybe highs get taken. For the next trade for myself, I think I'd like to see on the Saturday, this just as an idea. So yeah, a scalp short, I guess, from monthly open could be decent, and you could be looking back at this, but then I'd like to see highs taken, and then that probably brings us into tomorrow, and then that being the Saturday, you take out local highs, and then we can maybe get that move back down again into the range going on into Sunday. So that's the kind of thing that I'd probably be looking at on Bitcoin for sure. Having a look at the rest of the market, we've got the DXY, okay, which is still, after having that pullback, it's still just ranging down here. So we did get that move down. We were talking about it moving down into 110. I'm still looking for that, but you've hit that first level of support here, 111, kind of 111.70, which is basically, previous resistance. You come back and then you're just resting on that as support again now. The S&P's taken the lows again, which is kind of crazy. So S&P 500, there it is. The futures hasn't, but the SPX has. Okay, and we're building divergences here. We're building bullish divergences on these lows. You can see that it's actually kind of clean as this is coming down. So I'm not really too concerned about this. Like, you're taking lows, but there's no aggression and there's no continuation every time it takes the lows. So it's getting people really worried, and it is getting people concerned about the scenario that this just completely falls apart as we go into next week, which of course can happen, but I'm not too concerned about this. Yes, we're taking out lows, but each time we're bouncing, it seems to me like it's just getting some fear into the market, and we'll see a bit of a pop up on this going into next week. Is kind of a little bit more what I expect. If of course we do open on Monday and there's a gap down, then I think that's going to be very hard to reclaim back above here. But yeah, on the S&P, I'm not overly concerned about this. The next, we're also going into like a week. Sorry, I'm just rambling here. We're also going into like next week. There's really no kind of events, like news events, no data, no economic data coming out that can really shake things up within the market like it has this week. Like, we had some quite important stuff being released this week, some quite important data coming out, but I don't see there being a big move until we get to like the 12th of October. So that first week we're okay. Put the 12th of October in your diary, because we are going to get volatility on the 12th and on the 13th. So if you want to look at where my idea would basically be, this probably gets a bit of relief, and then we're looking at the 12th and the 13th of October, and that's potentially when there's a massive collapse, or when we can really kind of pump up and feel some stuff. But yeah, 12th and 13th of October, put that in your diaries, because we do have FOMC. We've got some important stuff coming out in regards to inflation and everything on those days. Yeah, I think what we'll do, should we just do the raffle straight away? What do people think? If we can we've got 78 viewers in here, so it's a little bit quieter. Let's do the raffle straight away, and then what I'll do is I'll look across some altcoins, and yeah, I'll just answer any questions. We won't, like I say, we won't stay on for too long today, but we can have a look at my baby QNT, up 8% on the day again. It doesn't stop, does it? It's great. I love that coin. Yep, cool. Let's do the spin the wheel. Let's get it to 50 likes, and then we'll do spin the wheel. I need to open up Zoom. Next week will be China National Day. The Chinese markets will be closed. What do you think about that? Can affect crypto? I don't know. I don't think it will have too much of an effect. Yeah, public holidays happen. We may get less volume during the Asia session, but yeah. Tragic Garlic. Unfortunately, the raffle is closed to new entrants, but so we're just doing this based off of people who are or who have traded on PRIME XBT with us. So we're doing this with PRIME XBT. If you go over onto our Discord and you look at the announcement, we will do another $250 raffle next month. And if you do start trading on that exchange, then you'll be automatically entered into it, okay? Let me just open up Zoom and invite P onto the stream. hopefully this works. Slippage and Brian, I'll answer your questions in just a second. Remind me if I don't see those or something.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Oh, I don't hear...
How's it going, guys?
It is good. Hold on a second, P.
Yeah.
Properties. Let's see. Say something again.
Hello.
Yeah, cool. There you are. You are on the stream now. All right. Cool. Shall we set up the wheel?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So
Why
there we
not?
go. We can see P there. He's on the stream.
Just give me access for sharing the screen.
Oh yeah, that would be helpful.
That will be helpful. Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Can you see the screen right now?
Yes. Okay, so here is the draw. We are doing the draw. So this is for $250. This will be added to your, I think, your margin account on PRIME XBT. It will be given to you as a voucher. You can use that to trade on the exchange. And yeah, $250, free money. So this is all of the UIDs that have signed up. We only had like a few of these yesterday, so we had a nice influx of people since yesterday who have been trading on there. So I hope everyone likes the exchange. Yeah. But basically, yeah, PRIME XBT, we love Bybit, and that's still what I continue to use for as a crypto exchange. But when we're looking at things like the S&P 500, when we're looking at trading Forex, PRIME XBT is a really great exchange because you can basically trade commodities, Forex, indices using your crypto as collateral. So it's really good. Check out the Discord notification or the Discord announcement, which will give you more information on the exchange. And then if you do sign up to that exchange and you start trading on it and you want to use it just as trading, then you will be entered into this draw in the future. So yeah, just keep an eye out for announcements, but it'll be nice and quick. We'll do the spin, and then we'll let P go, and then I'll just do whatever. So whoever wins, so hopefully you're watching, whoever wins, basically you will have to DM us because we'll need to know who you are. All we have are UIDs that's not linked to anybody. Okay, so what we'll do today, we will do the draw. Whoever wins, please go onto the PRIME XBT, your PRIME XBT account, check your UID. If it is your UID that has won, send us a message on Discord, send P a message on Discord, just with proof that it's your UID, just screenshot it or whatever, and then we will give you the voucher. If it is not claimed today, then I guess we'll do another draw next week, and we'll, I'll announce it in the Discord about who won, and I'll announce it on Twitter who won. But yeah, you will need to just DM us because we don't really know who any of these people are. They're just numbers. So, cool. All right, let's do the countdown. 3.
Your turn, mate.
3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel. Ooh, it's still moving. Who's it going to be? Which one is it going to be? 811510 So if 811510 P, make sure, let's write that down. I'll quickly screen grab it. 8115102. So if that is your UID on PRIME XBT, then congratulations, you have just won $250. Happy days. I think that'll do. There you go.
I guess so, yeah. And if you don't know how to find your number, because it was quite complicated for me. So I spent like 15 minutes with that. Just DM me and I will help you out.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you can't find your UID, then yeah, just ask P, I guess.
Actually, I could just post it on Discord, right? So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will not
Just
get
post
like
the
a
instructions.
30 message, right? Yeah.
Post the instructions. Post if you can actually just do an announcement now, P. Just write the announcement. There's the winner. This is how you can check your UID.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you, P.
No worries.
All right. See you later.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye. Okay. There you go. That's done. Let's have a look at the questions. Here. Tom Steiner, welcome. How's the Morgan's Head? It's okay. I've been feeling a little groggy and a little tired today, but I am okay. I'm hanging in there. But it means that I'm, yeah, definitely not having any beer on tonight's stream, even though it is a Friday. I am being sensible tonight. We had a couple of questions in the chat, so let me just go back and have a look at those. So slippage, did you see my question? Let me just have a look up here. So, okay, here we go. Are MPOCs and daily levels more favorable to be hit during the weekday sessions, or does it matter, like for a reaction? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if that stuff gets hit on the weekend, first of all, I wouldn't trade it anyway because I don't trade on the weekends, and I would expect that liquidity would be taken again once you start the new week. So yeah, like during the week you get more volume anyway, so they are more favorable for sure. Like any trade is more favorable during the week when you've got volume in the charts and you've got more people trading. So absolutely. But if you hit that stuff on a weekend, there's no reason why no reason why it wouldn't work. What do we have here? Who else? Brian, can you tell the new subscribers, me, what you are doing in your Discord? Maybe I'll join. Sure, I will do that very quickly. So whilst we're there, so this is basically anyone who is new, welcome to anybody who is new to the stream. If you are new, please do go visit toroscrypto.com. That is where you can find out loads more information about ourselves. You can find out, okay, so this is how you basically, enter the PRIME XBT giveaways. We do Bybit and ExoCharts. These are the partners that we've got. And you can learn about the crew there. So within the crew, we do our live trading rooms. So we do live sessions pretty much on a daily basis. They're scheduled live sessions where we are trading live and in real time. We've got educational content, so we've got educational content that covers everything from order flow to harmonics to Elliott wave to trading psychology. We've got playbook strategies. They are simple, kind of easy to execute strategies that you can take again on a daily basis. We focus on low risk, high reward setup, so wanting to try and get those best entries, get the best confluence there for things, and yeah, just in general a really nice community. So this is, let me just go back over onto Discord and I'll just give you a quick tour of the Discord before we get back into the charts. So again, yeah, the Prime XBT stuff, if you want to enter next month's raffle, just follow the instructions here. This is Coach's Corner. So this is where I give the trading updates every day. The trades that I'm looking at as we go through the day. Okay, just taking a little scalp long from support that we were looking at. So this was when we had that earlier on, and then I'm basically going over just blogging and giving my ideas and blogging throughout the day. So I'm looking for this trade, then when I take a trade it gets posted, so everything is posted in advance. There's always an idea that's there. It's not just like, oh, I've taken this trade, guys, blah blah blah. It is always something that's planned out. Then we've got Luxury, who's same thing. Okay, so he's got his section over here. The French Bull has his section, so he did a stream earlier on today, which was really awesome. And Coach's Corner, so we're probably going to give Randall and Swooping Hawk, maybe their own channels at some point soon, but this is the other coaches and masters that are in here that can post their own ideas. We have the trading chat, which is just massively like active throughout the whole day. So yeah, this is as we were coming back into levels. Delirium and Alessio have been like on fire today. Delirium was posting about the open interest, so I wasn't even aware of the massive jump in open interest that we were getting, but Delirium was posting this earlier on. So even if I'm not around or I'm not at the computer, you've always got really good traders that are in there that are just constantly looking at the market. You've got your learning zone section in here, so this is all of the educational content. So again, I'll just skip through that. Yeah, I've already explained, it covers like all sorts of stuff, but this is all hosted on a secure server, so you can access this content anytime, online, offline, whenever you want to access it. So that's that, I guess. And then you just got your general chat, you got your feedback, you got your questions over here. So we had some questions today about certain stuff, so if you have any trading related questions, then you can always ask in here. You got your legacy market channels, you got your altcoins TA channels, which I was going to do a post in it, a bearish, just to I'm not bearish on QNT, but just just in case. So I'll just go over that in just a second. But yeah, that's the Discord. So if you are again interested in signing up, then it would be a pleasure to have you. And back to the charts, and back to the chat. Stefan, if I want to withdraw from Coinbase, does Coinbase require deposit first? Oof, I don't know. Ratatata, we have done the giveaway already. Amsterdam, hi Luke, just tuning in. Signed up to PRIME XBT today using your link, but completely unclear to me how to only trade with deposit bonus and not risk my own deposited funds. Can you please explain? So what I believe it is on there is you can deposit, and then once you receive the deposit, it will go into your margin account. And then I think you can still withdraw your own equity off of the exchange again. You'll have to ask support because, yeah, like I only know as much as I know from using it. There are full like terms and conditions and stuff on the deposit bonus that is on the website, so that should explain everything. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how it is, but it's tradable equity. Of course, what you've deposited, you don't need to keep on the exchange. You can withdraw that whenever. But yeah, the bonus itself will just stay there. So yes. Tiger shots. No. Right, okay, let's have a look across the market. So I saw a question on EGLD earlier on. So yes, we are looking at that breakout on here. So I was looking at this just wedge. Okay, very, very simple. And that would give you a target up to around $60 if this starts to pick up some volume. This was it, right? You were looking for that break. To break above and change market structure, and then you're looking for this to pull back in. So actually we are holding at that previous support. So right now is probably, I mean, you could go for maybe that. I would probably expect price does search a little bit deeper into this, but at this point you're looking at maybe we're breaking through a bit of a downtrend, and we're on the way now to hopefully forming an uptrend on this. So I am long on GLD. I did get into that a little bit early, kind of preempted it a bit. I'd say if you are looking for entries off of this, now's not bad if you're looking for a swing trade, but I'd look to be scaling back in all the way down to basically 46. So as long as you don't start to lose $46 again, we're at 48 now, so between 48 and $46 as a swing trade up towards 60 is pretty decent. So yeah, that is that's that, I guess. So yeah, that's that. Amsterdam, no, the deposited funds need to stay in the margin account. If you withdraw, you lose the bonus. So okay, that's, I guess, just trade. Make sure you just know your lot size from the bonus, so then you're not Yeah, just calculate your lot size correctly, so then you're not touching your bonus, right? And then you can just withdraw at the end of the month once you've used it. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. QNT still pumping. So this was the idea I wanted to share on QNT. I think we're starting to get a little bit high, but just in case anyone wanted a bearish scenario, you can have some kind of shark type thing going on here. We're probably looking at this. This is going a little bit high right now to be any kind of failed breakout, but to be aware, I don't think this is likely. To be honest, I think QNT is very bullish, but that is one of those just to. You don't want to get drawn up into the hype when things are high. This is an area on the chart where you do want to be looking to take profit if you're already in a long position or if you've already been buying. Like, again, I think that we're going to be seeing a continued uptrend from this, but there's no reason why you can't come back down to $60-80 again on a token like this. So you don't want to be drawn into that hype, because you are getting to that point where some bearish divergences are starting to form. Around here, it has started to get picked up by some people that you don't really want to see hyping up stuff like this. So, yeah, you don't really want to see people like BitBoy Crypto and all of that kind of thing hyping up coins when there's an uptrend in motion, because it kind of ruins everything if they start to get involved and stick their stupid fat fingers into it. So be aware. There may be some hype coming into this. We are going to do some more content on QNT soon, because I do generally think that it's a really good project and a really good token, and it's something that I have heavily accumulated and I'm continuing to hold. But don't get drawn up into the hype and don't start buying when you're kind of reaching fairly extreme highs at the moment already. So that's my little bit of non-financial advice there, I guess, on QNT, because I know I talk about it a lot. Audi 6 MMI, do you use heat map when you're trading? Yeah. So I do not like as a main thing. I use it as confluence, so I like to be aware of what's going on, so I do use Trading Light quite often. So yeah, again, if anyone's not aware of this is Trading Light. So these are, again, one of the partners that we do have. So again, on the website here, you can create an account with Trading Light and you can get $40 of credit with Trading Light by signing up using the link that is on the website. And this is what I use. It's nice to be able to keep track of what's going on the heat map. It's nice to be able to keep track of what's going on across different exchanges. So yeah, I do use it, but it's not like the main thing that I use. Quinny course, let's talk about XRP. Yeah. Another winning trade. What was it I saw? I saw a comment from Greg earlier on, actually. I didn't mention this. Not always agreeing with Luke in the past, nor with P, but I had a big trade on XRP this month thanks to Taurus. As a thank you, I will join for a second month. No, I will join for a month. I thought that. Where did I see the word second from? Oh, there's a comment underneath that's saying, yeah, you'll join for a month. Greg's going to join us for a month. Welcome. Yes, that's awesome. So yeah, XRP's been really good. So, we were hyping this up quite a lot, expecting that break. This was as we were, literally when we were kind of around here, I was saying that XRP to 50 cents is basically inevitable at this stage. So we did get that nice move up to 50 cents last week. We don't need these negative fibs on the charts. Then we formed that downtrend, and again, when we were going over the stream yesterday, we were looking at the long opportunity as these lows got taken down here. And what did it do? We got the long off of that. Well, I didn't take the long off of that, but this was what we were looking at on the stream, wanting to take out these lows, then to break through this trend line. And then where does it go? Straight into your golden pocket, back into resistance again there, and a rejection. So again, nice opportunities to take as a long. nice opportunity here to take as a short, and XRP's just, yeah, really trading quite well at the moment. I am bullish on XRP. I find it very strange to say that, but I am bullish on XRP, and I do think if we can go into a more of a better market cycle, so if we do get that relief from the market, I do think that XRP could be one of those that benefits quite strongly from any just general relief across all markets. I think that they're kind of primed. They've got a lot of new developments with the whole kind of flare stuff coming to it, so they're going to be able to have like dApps and take themselves into Web3 kind of thing, be able to compete with the likes of Ethereum, Solana, Dot, etc. So you are going to get that kind of stuff on XRP itself once Flare's released. The court case is like inevitable. I mean, when it suits them, they'll announce that they've won the court case, which I'm pretty sure has already been settled and agreed. They're just waiting for the right moment to actually get some hype in order to do that. But yeah, the volume on XRP is really good. It's really strong. The volume on the breaks is really good. So you're not seeing, for me, it doesn't seem like this is just a fake out distribution and to get people trapped, to start to generate some hype and to get people trapped. I think from what I'm seeing so far, this seems real. I'm not expecting it to, of course, just go blasting off, but I do think that it can form a bit more of a sustained uptrend than what we're currently seeing. And that's going to take time. This is, at the moment, is resistance. So, yeah, but I do think that this can continue to float up on here. So, yeah. MazG, why do you think Flare is bad? I think it's quite good. It's taken a long time to release, but that's the thing. I mean, I think they kind of want people to think it's bad. I always think if people think that something's bad and if people start to get annoyed, it's probably good. So the thing with Flare, it's been like they've been developing it for like 2 years or something. They keep delaying it, and people are getting really pissed off. But to me, that just seems like it's just trying to shake people out of positions. Like, I think there's money to be made on things that people start to lose faith in. And I think, yeah, I just have a feeling. I don't know. Again, I'm not a technical kind of, well, I am a technical guy when it comes to charts, but I don't know the ins and outs of the tech side of things. So, yeah, I think Flare could be quite good. But I haven't done enough research in it to really know that. Dave M, all you do is crush trades, bro. Thank you. Lock your XRP for FXRP. XRP is held by an agent. Any XRP ledger is pretty developed on its own. I don't really understand it. I'd never stake stuff anyway because the rewards aren't high enough. So I think that kind of stuff's bullshit. I just think if there's money to be made on a trade, then there's money to be made on a trade. Slippage was waiting for XRP to hit 37 to 39 range highs before another pump, and will be looking to short it in the 60s. Yeah, so what we could be looking at now is, where's your POC from all this? It's going to be quite low, isn't it? Yeah, that could be doable, couldn't it? So you could be looking at this as an ABCD. Because everything's been met for that. So A, B, C into your 618, your 1.618 down here, so we can go and back test that trend line. So if we can get something along these lines happening on XRP, which would take you down to what, 36, 37 cents. I think absolutely reasonable. Then you're looking at, yeah, this is kind of when this volume just started to build. So you're coming back in and you're just taking out some of this, but without threatening the lows again. So yeah, ABCD into that, and then we're looking at, again, a break towards 60 would make absolute sense there. Definitely, that'd be good. Well spotted. And I think if we have, so if we take this down and we draw low to high, I guess that would be the low, and you're going to draw a fib off of this. Okay, you got some decent levels back down there as well. So yeah, I think that looks good. Tips for honing the trading psychology and timescale, please, mate. Tips for trading psychology. I think I'll throw this back to you, because instead of like, I don't understand as, so I don't, first of all, I can't really say like anything about the psychology, because the psychology for everyone is different. So yeah, there are things you've got to learn, and I've done content on this in the past, and I do talk about it in more generalized terms. It's probably something that I kind of need something more specific. Is there anything specific that you're struggling with, like in terms of, I'd say, yeah, I don't know, like a specific thing. I think a lot of people get caught up, at least early on, in over trading. I think people get caught up with lack of confidence in the execution of the trades, and that comes with screen time and with just persistence, basically. If you can be persistent and you can just be continue repetitive stuff. FOMO is really easy to like eradicate. For myself, I mean, it's not, but I just literally do not take a trade if I feel any emotion based on it, like at all. So FOMO, I did get it a little bit when I started, but that was one of the easiest things for me just to completely remove from my trading, because look how many things there are out there to trade. This is like just the main list that I look at on a daily basis, okay? But look, you go over onto Bybit, look at the amount of assets there are to trade. So the thing is, there's so much out there that there is always something that's going to be moving, always. There is never not an opportunity. And the thing when the thing that most people get caught up into when it comes to FOMO is they'll just be jumping around the thing that's being hyped. So if you're looking at like crypto Twitter and things like that, I personally have seen over the past week, for example, XRP last week, QNT this week, it's starting to get some FOMO. But by the time you hear about this stuff, it's too late. So unless you are someone that's scanning the market and realizing where the opportunities are, if you're FOMOing at any point, you're too late already. You're just guaranteed. You've already missed it. You've missed the opportunity. The reason that there is FOMO is because an opportunity has already passed you by. So the easiest way to kind of, stop that is if you're feeling like, oh my God, this thing looks really good. You've missed the chance. It's done. Okay? There's thousands of other assets out there that you can take trades on and that you can look at. So the difficult thing is, and it takes a lot more work, and this is where putting the work in becomes important. To go onto crypto Twitter or to go into wherever else it is that you get your information, to look onto YouTube and find all the things that we're talking about, QNT for example, is not difficult. It's not a difficult thing to do. So as human beings, we're lazy. So what you're going to want to do, if I'm talking about QNT or if I'm talking about XRP, that's just easy for you because someone else has told you the information. But if you can put in the work and you can find these things, like for example, we were talking about XRP when it was down here and we knew that the move was coming. We were talking about QNT when it was down here and we knew that a move was coming. You just, you just got to put the work in, and by putting the work in, then it removes FOMO because you're only looking at opportunities that are about to happen, not opportunities that have already happened. So that was a long-winded explanation, but I hope that explains it, and I hope that's helpful for you. What Thomas said also is, oh look, we got the adult dating sites back in the chat. Well done, Sweeping Hawk. You were on that. You were on that. Um, Overtrading. Yeah, overtrading is the other thing. That is what I was going to say. That's what I think as a trader. Ooh, we're dipping. Nice. Still holding that short position. Good stuff. Yeah, overtrading is the other thing. So the problem with that I see a lot of people, and as a trader, this is probably what I get the most often, is it's kind of like FOMO, but it's that overtrading and revenge trading. So right now, again, the same way as if there's like thousands of assets to choose from, the problem with overtrading is that the market is constantly moving, so you don't need to take any trade. For example, there is always the whole reason the market moves is because there is always a trade there. 100% of the time, there is an opportunity to take a trade. There is never not an opportunity to take a trade. So, yeah, the easiest way to kind of stop overtrading, I guess, is just focus on. It's easier said than done, but focus on specific setups, and just when you start to find that certain things work, and everybody I think will overtrade early on when they start. That's something I did for sure. I never really had the issue of FOMO, but I did overtrade because there's endless ideas, there are endless setups, there's always an opportunity again on the chart. And it is going to take you time to find which ones work and which ones don't. You're going to have to repeatedly fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and lose and lose and lose and lose and lose in order to start winning. Like when I started trading, I lost a lot. I lost most of my trades because I was overtrading. But then you start to realize the stuff that really doesn't work. And if you can keep cutting out the crap that doesn't work, then what you're going to be left with is stuff that does work, and then you can start to just focus on that stuff. So then you start to generate your own system and your own plan. And for me, I've got a very set, clear system that I use. This is fine. Yeah, I've got a very clear set system that I use, and I don't really tend to deviate away from that too much. And that stops overtrading, because then you're only looking at trades that you know work. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. This is cool. Like we're close. The market's closing in 5 minutes, so this can't. Yeah, it's just taking the lows again. But are we seeing? It's the end of the month. It's the last trading day of the month. Bitcoin's holding up okay. This is scaring a lot of people out of the market, but I mean. You always get this at the end of the day. Yeah, you get volume coming in just as people close out their positions. And if everyone's short at the moment on the S&P, they're probably going to want price down as low as they can, so they can get out of those short positions before they have to start paying a lot of money over the weekend. Yeah, there will be volume now, because we're just coming into the end of the day, the end of the day, the end of the week, and the end of the month. This is the final 5 minutes for people to settle up their positions before legacy markets close, and everyone chills out for the weekend. So yeah, we're going to be getting that volume. What level is this? Oh, right. No, cool. Yeah. So this is testing a previous high. Okay. This is testing a very, very important previous high. All right, we're going back into this range and we're testing the top of it. So, yeah, we were looking at this level being hit yesterday and the day before and previously. See what happens. There it is. We'll come back to that in a second and see if it's getting a bounce off of this. And this is the thing as well, right? When you have a day, and today, right, the S&P, it's just, it opened and it's just gone down. So the problem is when you get to this this time of day, once you get to this time of day, right, it's too late to recover that anyway, so you may as well keep falling. And this is what happened to Bitcoin like a couple of weeks ago. It had a really bad down day, and the thing is, you're going to close the day, you're going to move down towards the end of the day because you can't recover that. There's no point in changing positions, and there's no point in changing sides that late in the day. There's no point in initiating new trades, so you may as well just hold down and just allow this just to continue to fall, as it just takes more people out of the market. Anyone who's tried to take a long here, there's no time for it to play out. You don't have the time for it to play out, so some stupid people have probably longed the SPX going into the close, and they're just not going to be able to get out of that trade now, so they're forcing people out. Whereas earlier in the week, if this had happened down here or something and people have time to get out of that trade, there's no time for people to get out. So this is going to be anyone who has been trying long positions. At this point, they are forced to close at a loss. They're forced to. Whereas if they were to open those trades earlier on in the day, they don't have to. Otherwise, they're going to be left paying like insane funding over the weekend, and they're not going to be able to even touch that trade. So it forces people to close, and this is why we're getting a move down now. I would imagine this is just a lot of people closing out of positions, closing out of underwater long positions. Because they can't hold it over the weekend. Should we have a look at the... Yeah, let's have a look at the monthly candle on here. Phew, wow. That is a fine looking monthly candle. It's the end of the quarter. You got to remember, this is not only, it's the end of the day, it's the end of the week, it's the end of the month, and it's the end of the quarter. Okay, so we're going into Q4 tomorrow. So that's our quarterly candle. Start the new one. Alright, so we're at the end of the quarter. So we're going into Q4, the entire year. Q1, Q2, Q3, all red. Every single quarter that we've had, red. Bad red candles. Alright? We're going into Q4, let's see what happens. But red, red, red. That's... I mean... we haven't had a Q1, Q2, Q3... So it's only ever happened on here. You've only had this twice before. So on one occasion, this is interesting actually. On one occasion, right, this is the financial crash. So you have a Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 completely falls apart. Okay, so that started on the 1st of October 2008. That's when we're going into tomorrow. So Q4 2008, that's when everything started to fall apart. Like massively, massively, massively fall apart. You can zoom in on this and you've barely even got a wick up. So October, that final quarter of 2008 was absolute disaster. Like, what is that? As a move down, 36% crash in Q4 of 2008 during the last financial crash. What we've seen so far, okay, this candle's pretty bad, right? It's to 20%. 20%, and we're only, how far down are we from all-time high? We're only 25% down from all-time high. So if you think Q4 2008, 36% down, so that could be coming. The only other time that we've seen 3 red quarters, and you can't even really call these red quarters, January, April, July, going into October, you almost got that engulfing candle back up. So it doesn't look good really, because you got to say it looks a lot more like this one, right? It looks a lot more like this, and everything across the whole market right now looks like it did back then. Okay, you're taking out lows. We failed to make a higher low. It had the opportunity to make a higher low, it didn't. That's where we hit the 1-day order block, and we've just crashed from there. So again, nice short opportunity to take that move back down. We've taken out those lows, so there's absolutely, yeah, literally there's no way. It just looks bad. It looks bad. And what happened previously, so we'll go back to 2008 over here. I know I show this all the time, and I don't want to be scaring people out, is that the last time it did something like this, okay, where you had that double bottom, it had the opportunity to form a higher low, didn't. You had this move down, and then you start to have some relief for a month, and this was going into that final quarter, again on during that crash, and then it all starts to just collapse. So you have to say, if you're just going from the chart and you're going over what has happened previously and you're looking at patterns repeating themselves and you're looking at what the most likely scenario, the most likely situation is right now, then it looks like we are probably... this is another thing. This is going to help you with FOMO, because everything on the chart right now is saying we're probably going to see the worst quarter that has ever happened. Ever. I think if we are to get a crash from here, because of how huge the pump after COVID crash was, if we do start to fall apart, then you're going to be going down to those COVID lows. So that takes you down 40%. So yeah, in modern times, I think we are... this is really bad. This is so doom and gloom. If it happens, it happens. And the thing is, we're aware of this beforehand. But just by simply looking at the chart, we've not held a higher low. You're expecting some kind of relief from this. But yeah, like, everything suggests at the moment, unless something significant changes, that the technicals are saying we're probably headed in for the worst period of time in any of our lifetimes, and we'll probably never see it again. So this is potentially going to be the just biggest financial crash ever, which is kind of crazy. But that's literally just a chart, and that's literally just from looking at what's happened previously. So if we do have a repeat of 2008, it's probably going to be worse. Okay? Have fun, everyone. Yeah, stocks look bad, however, crypto isn't too bad. Yeah, exactly. And look, realistically, we're going to need to have a housing crisis. We're going to need to have all these other things happening in order for this to happen. So, yeah. Realistically, like, let's do some other comparisons. So in 2008, when we had the last financial crisis, okay, the dollar was just in the depths. Okay, it was completely wrecked. So the dollar was wrecked back in 2008. Now the dollar is very, very strong. Okay, insanely strong. So although on one chart it looks although on one chart it looks the same, the thing is, you came into the recession last time with a completely destroyed dollar, a completely like devalued dollar that had been going on for the best part of a decade, that it had been being devalued. Okay, and then that gave it some relief, and that gave it this move. Okay, and this, since the financial crisis, has been a continued move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're an Elliotician, if you like the Elliott waves stuff, I mean, I'll probably get ripped apart for saying that. I don't know if that's legit, but it looks like 5 waves to the upside. Okay, so we're almost like, one chart looks the same, the other looks the opposite. Now we're going into potential recession. I mean, we're already in recession, but we're going into that with a very, very, very strong dollar. So if the dollar starts to pull back, it's going to be fine for assets. And this all looks like a big shakeout. It looks like the end of a 20-year cycle, and that we're going to come back down, return to the norm, and stocks will be fine. Okay, so the S&P, the NASDAQ look terrible. They look like that's history repeating itself. The DXY, the position that the dollar is in and the position that the economy is in as a whole, is nowhere near the same. Okay, everyone back in 2008 was like mega bullish everything. Everyone now is super scared about everything, expecting a recession. So that probably means, from a psychological perspective, it's probably less likely. So yes, the chart looks bad, but I don't know if that's the really the situation, because how much worse can things get realistically? Okay, if things get worse from now, then it will be the, like, you're looking at depression, like not just recession, it's looking at absolutely world changing, world falling apart, like Holocaust. No, what? Armageddon. Well, I'm saying all the wrong words. You get the idea. It looks really bad. So how much worse can things get? I'm just talking. We'll see. Energy crisis, food crisis, runaway inflation, housing bubble, recession, UK bond market bailed out, potential nuclear war escalation, World Economic Forum not looking too good. Yeah, exactly, it's not. It's part of the markets. After all, healthy correction. There is always deals to be made when the sky is falling. Yeah, exactly. What will happen if we do get that further financial Armageddon? Yeah. Liz will save us. And this is the other thing I've been saying on the pound. So when you're looking at market cycles and looking at how things have been going, okay, you have on the pound sterling, you have a 20-year cycle. Okay, you've gone from the top of the range down towards the bottom of the range, and I wouldn't be surprised to see. I can't believe I said that. So completely got the wrong word. Both are very bad things. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Okay. So, on that note, I think I'm going to wrap things up. So this has been fun. We always go into these conversations like late on in the stream. So yeah. Meanwhile, gold's still getting its nice little bounce here. So gold's still doing okay. Gold's managing to recover. Yeah, cool. Have a great weekend, everyone. And I will see you all next week. I may actually be around over the weekend a little bit, this weekend, and yeah, maybe I'll release a video or something. So I will see all you guys soon. Have a great weekend, and whatever. I don't know what to say anymore. Cheers. Bye.